Archaeologists are hoping to begin excavating 3 sites at a temple in Egypt soon in an attempt to find the final resting place of doomed lovers Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Terrifying discovery of Cleopatra's tomb in Egypt that changes history. The recent shocking discoveries made at Cleopatra's tomb in Egypt have led us to re-examine history once again. Cleopatra, the renowned historical figure whose fame has endured for centuries, was known for her beauty and intelligence. However, her untimely and tragic death has left a lasting impression. But was Cleopatra truly as remarkable as she seemed, or did she possess a hidden side that few were aware of? Could she have been one of the early masters of manipulation, someone who truly understood the art of influencing others? The revelations found within her tomb have sparked a shift in our understanding, and in this video, we'll uncover the truth and explore the unsettling aspects associated with Cleopatra. So let's delve into the disturbing deeds attributed to this enigmatic historical figure. Cleopatra's beauty has captivated people throughout history, and even in modern times, her allure remains strong. Elizabeth Taylor's portrayal of her in the movie Cleopatra further heightened the fascination surrounding her. However, there is a hidden truth that challenges the popular narrative of Cleopatra's exceptional physical beauty. Contemporary scholars like Plutarch, who wrote The Life of Antony in 75 AD, disputed the notion of her extraordinary looks. Instead, they emphasize that Cleopatra's charm stemmed from her intelligence and charisma. It was her words and actions that held a magical quality, making it impossible for anyone to remain unaffected in her presence. In essence, Cleopatra's true power lay in her intellect and wit, not solely in her appearance. Let's explore some factual evidence that supports these findings. Cleopatra's pursuit of knowledge was extraordinary. She dedicated herself to a wide range of subjects, including mathematics, medicine, alchemy, economics, history, and geography, among others. With fluency in 9 languages, she possessed the remarkable ability to effectively communicate and sway people. While her physical attractiveness may not have been as extraordinary as believed, it was her combination of intelligence, wit, and a modest level of charm that made her utterly captivating. Cleopatra strategically focused on showcasing her intellect rather than relying solely on her seductive image, allowing her to navigate the political landscape and live up to the public's expectations. She recognized the importance of maintaining her appearance, as her power derived not only from political alliances, but also from her embodiment of the revered Egyptian goddess Isis. The truth about Cleopatra's legacy came to light when her tomb was discovered, providing valuable insights through its preservation methods, decorations, and artifacts. It revealed more than just her beauty and intelligence. Cleopatra's leadership skills set her apart from her brothers and established her reputation as a powerful figure, further solidifying her claim to divinity. Remarkably, her tomb tells stories of her regal nature, her strong leadership qualities, and the immense power she wielded during her time. However, it is important to note that Cleopatra was keenly aware of the significance of projecting herself as a goddess in the real world. Certain elements within her tomb were deliberately designed to convey this divine image. In addition to her remarkable knowledge of alchemy, Cleopatra's expertise extended to the field of perfumery. She owned a perfume factory near Ain Gedi, close to the Dead Sea, and traces of her unique fragrance were discovered in her tomb. This perfume was said to possess an almost hypnotic quality, aligning with Cleopatra's belief that scents could influence people's minds. Although the perfume itself no longer exists, its reputation for granting desired outcomes remains intriguing. Would you be interested in experiencing such a captivating fragrance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Apart from her mastery of fragrance, Cleopatra understood the importance of maintaining her appearance, particularly her face. The face, being the first thing people notice, holds great significance, especially in matters of love. While it may seem that Cleopatra favored older and more powerful men based on her list of lovers, the truth is that she harbored a fear of aging herself. In an era lacking modern beauty treatments like Botox or the concept of daddy issues, being a queen afforded Cleopatra certain advantages. Like many queens throughout history, Cleopatra followed elaborate beauty routines that were beyond the reach of most people's dreams. Her extensive skincare regimen, which persisted even in her tomb, remains unmatched. Despite the multitude of treatments and enticing clinics available today, achieving skin as flawless as hers remains an impossible feat. Cleopatra's beauty regimen included a renowned spot treatment that even modern American millionaires would find difficult to afford. Every morning, without fail, she performed a skincare ritual that involved a unique ingredient: donkey milk. Yes, you heard correctly. Donkey milk was the secret behind her radiant appearance. While it may sound unusual, bathing in donkey milk was believed to have anti-aging properties in many cultures throughout history. Would you be open to trying it? The pursuit of eternal youth and beauty led Cleopatra to such extraordinary measures. Furthermore, there is a rumor suggesting that Cleopatra was considered a goddess. This notion lies back to the ancient deity Isis, who started as a relatively unknown goddess but eventually gained immense reverence in ancient Egypt. As the Roman Empire and the Egyptian kingdom grew closer, its influence spread from England to Afghanistan. Thus, the belief that Cleopatra was the reincarnation of Isis held significant meaning. While pharaohs had already claimed divine status, it was common for them to reinforce their power through various means. Cleopatra boldly performed and proclaimed herself as the new embodiment of the ancient Egyptian goddess Isis, commanding her people to worship and revere her as a divine being. Surprisingly, her calculated deception was successful, despite the fact that she had no direct ties to the ancient Egyptian dynasties and was not of Egyptian descent herself. It is ironic that her meticulously crafted lie, confidently presented, was readily accepted as truth. Nevertheless, despite her efforts, Cleopatra's ultimate goal remained elusive. History, while telling its tale, still leaves us with unanswered questions. Cleopatra belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, which traced its origins back to Ptolemy I, a general under Alexander the Great. As descendants of Greek heritage, they spoke Greek and embraced Greek customs. Following Alexander's death in 323 BC, Egypt fell into the hands of Ptolemy I, marking the beginning of the Ptolemaic dynasty's rule over Egypt for the next 3 centuries. However, Cleopatra faced numerous challenges on her path to power, primarily due to her gender. Despite these obstacles, she might have been the first ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty to learn and comprehend Coptic, the language of Egypt, along with the languages spoken in neighboring regions. Cleopatra's audacious attempt to present herself as an Egyptian deity showcased both her overconfidence and strategic brilliance, successfully deceiving the people she aimed to manipulate. Though, and through calculated maneuvers, she reshaped prevailing ideologies and achieved her goals. The Ptolemies, before her reign, had little regard for Egyptian culture or beliefs, preferring to reside in Alexandria. However, under Cleopatra's rule, Alexandria transformed into a fusion of Greek and ancient Egyptian influences. Despite lacking ancestral ties to deities, Cleopatra managed to construct an image of herself as a goddess. Egyptian pharaohs practiced endogamy to maintain their lineage, a practice that the Ptolemaic dynasty initially disregarded. However, they embraced the concept of fewer ancestral lines to secure their place in history. Cleopatra excelled at this endeavor among the Ptolemies. Her name transcended being a mere historical figure, enduring in the collective consciousness of people worldwide. Her life story is filled with mysterious elements that may seem unbelievable, yet they truly existed. Let's explore some eerie, intriguing, and enigmatic aspects of her captivating tale. At the tender age of 14, Cleopatra faced a tragic event when her mother passed away, leaving her with a young brother and a significant responsibility. Her father, Ptolemy XIII, recognized her abilities and appointed her as his successor, not solely because of their familial ties, but because Cleopatra had proven herself worthy. Despite being a woman in a male-dominated society, she displayed strength, intelligence, and effective leadership skills. Cleopatra carved her own path in history, ruling alongside her father for 4 years. Cleopatra's determination and focus allowed her to quickly grasp intricate governing details through first-hand experience. However, her father's death presented a challenge, as he was her only supporter and source of hope. To maintain their grip on power, Cleopatra was compelled to marry her 10-year-old brother. This arrangement aimed to enable joint rule, rooted in the belief of men's inherent superiority. Nevertheless, Cleopatra, a strong and courageous woman of her time, made it clear that she had no intention of sharing power with her young husband from the beginning. This bold move defied societal expectations and showcased her unwavering determination. Cleopatra's actions went against the norm in ancient Egypt, where female rulers were expected to yield to their male counterparts. However, she boldly defied these expectations and claimed the king's crown for herself. Her love for the throne drove her to become the most powerful ruler in Egypt's history. She meticulously guarded her authority, swiftly eliminating any threats that arose. Cleopatra's intelligence was remarkable as she devised plans that would shape the future and leave an indelible mark on history. Despite navigating complex family dynamics, she handled them with grace and skill. To solidify her position, Cleopatra removed her brother's name from official records and ensured that only her face adorned the coins minted during their joint reign. She wanted her image to symbolize power and be forever etched in the annals of history. However, even with her immense power and strength, Cleopatra's fortunes eventually took a drastic turn for the worse. Cleopatra's remarkable achievements and strategic maneuvers to maintain her power were overshadowed by the unfolding events involving the Roman Empire. Led by influential figures like Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony, Rome's presence in Egypt became increasingly influential. Cleopatra saw an opportunity to align herself with these powerful Romans, forming relationships with both Caesar and Antony in a bid to secure her position on the throne. However, her association with these Roman leaders would ultimately lead to her downfall. The political landscape at the time was fraught with turmoil, and Cleopatra found herself entangled in the power struggles and rivalries between Caesar and Antony. Her romantic involvement with Antony in particular ignited a fierce conflict with Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and eventual successor. These complex alliances and rivalries would have far-reaching consequences for Cleopatra and her reign. Cleopatra's decision to align herself with the Syrians against the Roman army proved to be a grave mistake. This act of defiance infuriated the mighty Roman Empire, leading to the dethronement of Cleopatra by her own teenage brother and husband. It was a devastating blow, marking the beginning of a tumultuous and haunting chapter in her life. In the face of a crushing defeat, Cleopatra and her sister, Arsinoe IV, found themselves standing on the precipice of uncertainty. The weight of their shared predicament should have brought them closer, forging an unbreakable bond against the adversities they faced. However, the reality that unfolded was far from harmonious. Deep-rooted animosity simmered beneath the surface, poisoning their relationship even in the midst of their escape. Despite the urgent need for unity, Cleopatra's guarded heart harbored suspicions, a seed of doubt that festered and fueled her mistrust towards Arsinoe. It was as if their shared bloodline had become tainted, driving a wedge between them when they needed each other the most. The wounds inflicted upon their bond were deep, wounds that would not easily heal. The struggle for power and survival was intertwined with the strained dynamics within their own kin. Cleopatra's fight to preserve her throne was not limited to the political battlefield. It was also waged within the walls of her own family. The haunting backdrop of their shattered unity cast a somber shadow over her subsequent endeavors, a constant reminder of the cost of power and the toll it took on the bonds of kinship. Power can blind people, even to the point of seeing their own family as enemies. Ptolemy, just 11 years old, defied expectations by committing a shocking act of violence, assassinating Pompey in front of his family. This disturbing event left Cleopatra's city in ruins and her feeling utterly hopeless. Tragedy struck again when Ptolemy died while trying to escape Caesar and Cleopatra's forces by swimming across the Nile. Cleopatra was once more forced into an undesirable marriage, this time with her younger brother Ptolemy XIV. Their union was merely a legal arrangement as Cleopatra was already involved with Caesar. Despite the chaos and personal losses, Cleopatra's hunger for power remained, leading to her to eliminate Ptolemy XIV and secure her own son's place as heir. Caesar, however, chose his grandson Octavius as his successor, revealing the complex dynamics of their relationships. Cleopatra's unquenchable thirst for power drove her to commit fratricide, a shocking and terrifying truth buried within the pages of history. Even her own tomb echoes her final words, a defiant proclamation, "No man can find her tomb." Indeed, history is far from pristine. It carries the weight of its imperfections, concealed within its layers of secrecy and obscurity. Hey, that's all for today. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with all your friends and family. And subscribe to our channel for more captivating explorations. One more note, friends, please don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated with all of our latest discoveries. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.